When I needed inspiration on picking a speech topic, everyone I would ask, including Google, would tell me the answer is inside of you. Just ask yourself, what are you interested in? What are you passionate about? And I was like, that's not helping at all. If I knew what I was interested in, if I knew what I was passionate about, I probably would not have this problem of picking a speech topic in the first place. So that's what we're going to discuss here. What are some practical ways that we can go about finding a speech topic which suits whatever scenario that we might be in? Hey, my name is Rideep and I'm the founder of Frantically Speaking, and I love learning about effective communications and sharing those learnings with you so that you can level up your communications game as well. When it comes to selecting a topic, if we really sit down and think about it, we can speak on anything, literally any industry or any one topic. Let's say you pick food. There are so many different things under food that we can talk about. So many times it comes down to the process of elimination as opposed to actually choosing. So if we can narrow down on what exactly can we speak about, it'll help us focus a lot better and be more creative in that one particular topic area. So how do we go about actually following that process of elimination? The very first thing we need to ask ourselves to pick a speech topic is know who our audience is. Now, this is pretty obvious when it's stated out loud, but so many people get this wrong. If we are addressing a group of school students, for example, a topic on retirement planning isn't going to be the best option. We made a whole video and written an entire article on what questions you need to ask yourself to get to know your audience better and what steps you need to take to do that. Both are linked in the description below. The second thing that you can do for inspiration is go over to franticallyspeaking.com/speech topic ideas, and you'll get hundreds of different types of speech topics broken down by industries that you can either take inspiration from and craft your own topic, or you can just grab and take any of these topics if they haven't been used by somebody else. Having that entire list handy along with knowing who your audience is will help you pick the topics that will suit your occasion a lot better. The third thing that we can do to narrow down on a speech topic is to ask ourselves, which particular topic will help me offer the best or most interesting story? There are so many experiences that we might be having in our personal lives or the lives of the people that we know. And those stories, some of those stories probably deserve to be shared and told to a larger audience. And if we can think and actually extract those particular stories and figure out how to communicate them, that's when we have a great speech. I remember this one guy who delivered a speech on failing your way to your dream job, because he had the unfortunate experience of getting rejected from 50 plus interviews. And he weaved that entire experience into a story that he could use in a talk with a very powerful takeaway. Now, he wasn't passionate about interviewing or about the rejections that he had had, but it's when he sat down to think about what unique stories he could actually offer, that's when he came up with this particular speech topic. Which leads me to my next and final point, which is to offer a unique angle. What makes a great talk great is offering something unique on a very general topic. Now, it's very simple to speak on something like Teachers' Day, women empowerment, or climate change. But the speeches from such topics that really stand out are those that offer an angle that isn't really spoken about. And to reach a point where we can get such a unique angle is where research comes into the picture. For example, if we want a topic around depression. Now, if we actually research, we'll probably find that the most common things spoken about in this topic are things like depression amongst students, death caused because of depression. But there probably aren't many speeches or a lot of information on something along the lines of depression in dogs, which is a serious topic that people might have not really gone deep into. And if you know your audience and you think that such a topic will actually resonate with them, you're taking a larger subject and offering a unique angle to it, which makes your speech a lot more memorable and interesting. One way that really helps us find that unique angle is to use something called mind mapping. I'm not really sure if it's called that. I think it has a lot of other meanings as well, but when one of my mentors told me about it, they referred to it as mind mapping. Anyway, what it means is to take any one word and keep on creating associations for it. So let's say if we are actually addressing a very senior crowd, our one word could be senior citizens. So what are some words that we can think about around old people? There is retirement, old age, health problems, grandparents. We should ideally try and think of at least 3 to 5 words over here and pick one that intrigues us the most or that we feel our audience would resonate with the most. Let's say we pick retirement. Now we repeat the same process and come up with words associated around retirement. Now this would be money, family, housing, entertainment. And then when we actually research as to what type of speeches have already been done under retirement, we can actually find out what points do we have that are unique and that have not been spoken about that often. For instance, let's say we actually do that research and it comes out that most speeches or most information around retirement focuses a lot on finances. But in reality, there are so many other things that matter when it comes to old age and retirement. In that case, we can have a speech topic called "Retirement planning is not equal to financial planning." And immediately that will offer a sense of uniqueness, that this person has something different to say on a very common topic. And that's about it. A few practical ways that help us pick a unique speech topic with an intriguing story. If you have any more questions around things like public speaking, communications, or anything in that space, we have a bunch of in-depth articles and resources dedicated just for that. So go check out franticallyspeaking.com.